welcome to 252 Kids. I am so glad you're here. My name is Lucy, and this is where kids come to learn about life apps. A life app is part of God's character that He uses inside of us to change the world around us. And this month, we've been learning a really important life app. It's something that's even important for grown-ups. Are you guys ready to say it with me? Let's do a drum roll on our legs. 3, 2, 1. Contentment. Deciding to be happy with what you've got. Great job, guys. Now, I have to admit that sometimes I struggle with this, with being content. Like when something new comes out, like a new video game system, or a new video game, or a new scooter, or a new bike, a new Walter.
New phone.
A new phone. Okay, yeah, Walter actually got a new phone just last week. It's a really nice phone too.
New phone!
Yeah, there's your new phone, Walter. What?
Yo, what? I'm in the middle of something.
No. We are in the middle of something.
There's no one else here.
Walter, 252 Kids, we're doing in the camera.
Oh, the people in the camera again. Okay, sure.
Yes.
Cool. All right.
We're in the middle of this. What are you doing with your phone? You're making me kind of nervous.
Nervous? How could I possibly make you nervous? What have I ever done to make you nervous?
Well, what are you doing with your new phone?
Well, it's old phone.
But
now.
You just got it last week.
Yes, but there's a new version now, which makes this one old and obsolete. I need the new one.
Need?
Yes, I need it because it's going to make me a better person. It's going to make me a better employee and coworker. It's going to make me a better friend. It's going to make me a better volunteer. It's going to make me a better husband, a better dad, a better son, a better brother, a better sister. No, not that.
Okay.
It's just better.
Okay.
All kinds of better.
All right. Okay. So what exactly are the new features of this phone that are going to make you
better?
Yeah, that.
Yes. So they have improved the power button. And that's it. There's a new power button so you don't get like abrasions and calluses and stuff on your thumb for when you turn it on and off the power.
And that's a problem?
Well, apparently, or they wouldn't create a whole new model to sell to people. What other reason could they possibly have to sell a new phone other than the improved power button?
Okay, Walter, this is your new phone. You just got it last week.
Old phone.
Aren't you like, in some contract or something, like a 2-year plan or something?
I am. And I've thought about it.
Oh. Hey, there's nothing wrong with this phone, guys. It's a really nice phone.
Sorry. Problem solved. Okay, got a 2-year plan. But if my phone gets damaged, guess what?
What?
They give me the new phone.
Walter?
Hang on a second.
Walter!
There we go. Oh, yeah. She's looking bad now.
Walter! But wait!
What?
Wait! Walter!
I'm busy!
Walter! Walter!
What?
Okay, yes, they replace your phone.
Ooh-wee, look at that!
Walter, they replace it with the same kind of phone. You don't get the new kind.
No, they don't need to do that. They've got a new version.
Yes, but they also have plenty of the old ones left. So it's you'll get your
You want to turn?
No, you'll get your phone replaced with what you paid for. You didn't pay for the new one, you paid for that one, so that's what they'll give you.
Are you sure?
Yes.
I think I might have made a Small mistake.
I think that's for you.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, man. Hello? Can you hear me? I can't hear you. You're breaking up. Oh, man, you are literally breaking up.
Okay, guys, I'm gonna take Walter to the phone store. And you guys have a good week.
I need to talk to my mom.
Okay, let's go.
I gotta call my mom.
You need to replace your phone first.
I can't call my mom!
Hey kids, I'm Zachary, the great and powerful. And today's email comes from Theo in Ohio. Ohio, Ohio. Wait a minute, was that with the flying monkeys or the palace guards? I think it was the guards. Anyway, I think flying monkeys are pretty awesome. I wish I had a flying monkey instead of a guinea pig. I need to watch that movie again, but I don't own it. I need to own it. Now. Maybe I should read this email first. Okay, let's see what Theo's got to say. Dear Zachary, we just moved to a neighborhood that's got these awesome trails. It's the perfect place to ride a really good mountain bike or a really good mountain rhino. I checked around and found the most awesome bike ever, a Mountaineer Rambler. I made sure to send Mom the link. About 27 times. Sure enough, when my birthday came last week, I got the bike. Well, not the bike. It was an old model. Mom got it used. But it still rode great, like the wind. I felt pretty good. Until this kid, Jake, got a brand new Mountaineer Rambler. It even flies. I wanted that new Rambler so bad. It was all I could think about. While I ate, while I slept, while I juggled flying monkeys. But then it hit me. Jake was having all this fun on the trails while I was moping around at home. Even though I have a perfectly good bike too. I mean, it may be kind of beat up, but that just means it's ridden lots of awesome rough miles. Once I started riding again, I got to be friends with Jake. And we race our bikes all the time. So kids, never ever juggle flying monkeys or guinea pigs because they're both awesome. But do remember this, contentment is choosing to be happy with what you have, especially guinea pigs. And hyperdrive. Ready?
Marshmallow in. Come on. Come on, buddy. Work! Eureka! I did it! Hi, everybody. I'm Caitlin, and I've finally done it. I've invented a machine that will make me famous. And, you know, make the world a better place and stuff. It's called the Replicator. I'm testing it out with a marshmallow. One marshmallow went in, and then now it's being replicated into a bunch more, and I can use it to replicate anything. Think what this could mean for world hunger. You only have one bowl of soup? Pop it in the replicator and there's soup for weeks. I can replicate pencils, screwdrivers, socks. What else? Hey, what if I put $1 in there? I could make hundreds more. I'll be rich, I tell you, rich. Wait a minute. What am I thinking? I'm supposed to be learning about contentment. Contentment is deciding to be happy with what you've got. And I've got all I need, so... Hey sis, hey Kath. It's my twin sister Catherine. She plays professional softball, but there's no game today, so can't really explain the uniform. It's comfy. What's with all the marshmallows? Why do you want to know? Just curious? Oh, well, it's the replicator. I turned one marshmallow into, I don't know, 3 or 4 dozen by now. Cool. I want one. No. They're mine. They're all mine. But you can make more. No. They're mine. Whatevs. I don't know what just came over me now. Weird. I mean, I've got more marshmallows than I'll ever need. Today's story is about a man who had more than he needed. If only he could find a place to keep it all. Okay, I think that's enough marshmallows for now. Wait, what's happening? That's not right. Okay, stop! No more marshmallows!
.252 Movie presents If I Were a Rich Fool, based on a parable Jesus told about a rich man who had more than he would ever need. Action!
Stacy and Patricia Keebler. I'm Andrew Lawson. I'm one of the lawyers here at Maroney, and Lawson.
Where are the other two lawyers?
Yeah,
I'm sure they'll be here shortly.
okay. Well, they better be here soon because I don't want to be here 1 minute more than I have to be.
For once, I agree with my sister. I just want to get my money and go.
No, it's my money.
Okay, so you two are suing each other.
Yes. We won first prize at the state pie making contest.
$1,000, and I think it should be mine because of the blueberry pie filling that I made.
Oh no, we won because of my pie crust.
Anybody can make a pie crust.
Not like mine.
If I may. It seems to me that the two of you are letting money get in the way of something far more valuable.
And what might that be?
Andrew, we're ready.
The other lawyers are here. Now, their methods may be a little, different, but it's very effective. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, or just ladies today, I give you the Maroney Brothers, attorneys at law.
I'm Jim. And I'm James. And we're the Maroney Brothers, professional entertainers
With an amateur status.
You're the Maroney brothers?
I hope so. We're wearing their underwear.
Wait, I'm confused. I thought you said they were real lawyers.
We are.
They're really very good.
They don't even look like lawyers.
We can fix that.
Sue!
Yes?
Sue, there you are. I've been worried sick.
Oh! Listen, my sister and I are suing each other. Oh, we need real lawyers.
It's worse than I thought. Doctor, is there a cure?
Yes! I'm happy to say I can cure this woman of hiccups.
I don't have the hiccups.
My work here is done. That'll be $5,000.
James, Jim, these two are suing each other over money.
I think that we can help the two of you.
And if not, we can still charge you for our time.
Cha-ching! James, take notes. Now, what seems to be the problem?
We hired you to settle our dispute.
Uh-huh.
We need to know who gets more of the prize money.
Uh-huh.
So, who is it?
James, let me see your notes. Just as I expected. He's a base.
Hello.
Hello.
Gentlemen,
Listen, can you please for 1 second be lawyers and tell us who gets the money?
Story time!
What? This is insane!
Jesus was talking to a crowd of people when a guy approached him and said,
Dr. Jesus, can you tell my brother to divide my family property with me?
Siblings fighting over money? Sounds like somebody else I know. We're talking about you.
Jesus replied by telling a story. Sorry, I got a frog in my throat. Better.
Trust me, just watch.
There once was a rich man.
I am a rich man.
And this rich man's land produced a good crop.
I love candy corn, but there's so much of it. How will I store all of this delicious grain? Oh, I know. I'll tear down this old barn and build a bigger one in its place.
And so he did.
Take that, you old barn. Now I shall build a bigger one. I'm very good at this. Oh, much better. I will have plenty for years to come. I can take life easy. I can eat, drink, and be merry.
But then God came to the man and said,
You fool!
This very night your life will be demanded from you. Then who will get all the things you have stored away for yourself?
But
then Then, after Jesus spoke to the crowd, he said, This is how it will be for whoever stores away things for themselves and is not rich in the sight of God.
did you get it? Life is not made up of how much a person has. There are more important things than stuff.
Like a friend or a sister.
Yes!
Listen, Stacy, I had it all wrong. That money should be yours.
No, you keep the money. I just want everything to be okay between us.
Well, how about the two of you just split it?
Or we could donate it to a worthy cause.
Even better. Thank you, all of you. You guys are an excellent law firm.
Yes.
Let's go grab a bite to eat and catch up.
That's a great idea. Thank you again.
Thank you.
All right, bye.
Excellent job.
All in a day's work.
If a day's work is 8 minutes long,
And if you're
the Maroney Brothers.
They're a little kooky, but they're good at what they do.
Welcome back to 252 Kids Online. Thanks again for joining us today. I really hope you are learning a lot about our life app of contentment this month. And today we're going to open up God's Word, and we're going to see what it says about a guy who was rich, but yet he was a fool. So first, let's all say our life app together out loud at home. Everybody, you ready? 3, 2, 1. Contentment. Deciding to be happy with what you've got. And so we have talked about this life app all month long, and it's because contentment is really, really hard. And we've been talking about this idea of supersize me, this theme, supersize me, where back in the 90s, early 90s, McDonald's came up with this idea that when you went to get a combo meal, like a double cheeseburger, fries, and a drink, you could say, supersize me, and guess what? They'd give you this super big cup of Coke and a super big thing of fries, all right? And one thing McDonald's knew is that people want more. We like bigger, we like better, and so they took advantage of that. Well, there's something inside of us that we think that more is better. But really, more, what we've learned this month, is more can make you miserable. In fact, there's something inside of us that I call the more monster that constantly wants more and more and more things. More things, more candy, more toys, more video games, more this, more that. And it can even just cause you to just be downright unhappy. But God doesn't want us to be happy. He wants us to live a life full of joy and happiness and peace. But doing that, we've got to stop focusing on what we don't have, focus on what we do have and what God has given us, and just be content and happy with what we have. So we've been talking a lot about Apostle Paul because of our memory verse. Philippians chapter 4, verse 12, it says this: I have learned the secret of being content no matter what happens. I am content whether I am well fed or hungry. I am content whether I have more than enough or not enough. So he said whether I'm hungry or well fed or poor or rich or whatever it is the situation, he said, I am happy because I've learned the secret. And we said that the secret was this, was that he focused on God. He would focus on God and the strength that God can give us in any circumstances to get us through. Especially now, during this time of the coronavirus, we especially need God's strength to help us. So, contentment is very, very important that we focus on what God has given us. And so today, we're going to talk about the fact that we need to, when we do focus on our stuff, that we're going to miss out on what really matters in life. So let's go ahead and turn to Luke chapter 12. We're going to read verses 13 through 21. And it says this: Someone from the crowd said to him, Teacher, tell my brother to divide the inheritance with me. All right, so basically two brothers are there, and one of them was probably a younger brother, and the older brother probably got everything when their parents died. And he says, Jesus, tell this man to give me my portion, to give me 50%, what I deserve from all the money that my parents left behind. So Jesus says, Friend, who appointed me a judge or arbiter over you? He then told them, Watch out, be on your guard against all greed, because one's life is not in the abundance of his possessions. So basically, what is he saying? He's like, look, your relationship with your brother is more important than any amount of money or stuff or anything like that. Your life is not determined by the amount of possessions. Whether you have a lot or little, that doesn't change who you are in God's eye. God looks at our heart. He looks at our character to see who we are. So he goes on and tells them a parable. A parable is a story, basically it's an earthly story, but it has a heavenly meaning. It teaches us something about the kingdom of God, or the way that God sees things. All right, so let's see what he says. Then he told them a parable. A rich man's land was very productive. He thought to himself, what should I do, since I don't have anywhere to store my crops? I will do this, he said. I'll tear down my barns, and I'll build bigger ones, and store all my grain and my goods there. Then I'll say to myself, you have many goods stored up for many years. Take it easy, eat, drink, and enjoy yourself. So basically, so far, we have this man who's a farmer, and his land has been super, super productive. His barns are full. He doesn't have anywhere to put all his new produce. And so he says, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to build a bigger barn, and then I'm going to tear down this one. And I'm going to put all my stuff in here. And I can take it easy. Now, he has no family. He has no friends. He's doing all of this for himself. So he's being very selfish. He's hoarding it all. He's not giving it away to help anybody. So let's see what Jesus says about this man. But God said to him, you fool, this very night your life is demanded of you, and the things you have prepared, whose will they be? That's how it will be with the one who stores up treasure for himself and is not rich toward God. All right, so basically, this rich man, he builds a builder barn, he tears down the old one, builds a bigger one, stores all his stuff in there, but there's one problem. Before he can even enjoy all his wealth, guess what? He dies. His life is over. And when you die, you can't take a U-Haul, pack up all your stuff, and take it with you to heaven. It all stays here. And so when you get to heaven, it doesn't matter how much money you made, how much stuff you had, if you had cool toys. All that matters is one thing, is do you have a relationship with Jesus Christ? Are you saved? Are you a child of God? That is what matters most. However, when we focus on our stuff, when we focus on getting more and more things, it's going to take our eyes off of what really matters. And that's our relationship with Jesus Christ. And that's what Jesus wanted to point out to this man. He's like, look, you're missing it out. You're missing out on this. Your relationship with your brother is more important and more valuable than any amount of money, as well as placing your faith in me, being Jesus. Placing your faith in me is more important than any amount of money and any amount of stuff that you can accumulate, because your life is not determined by how much stuff you have. You could be poor and have hardly anything, just the clothes on your back, so to speak, the shirt on your back, and that's it. Guess what? If you have a relationship with Jesus Christ, you are going to heaven. You could be filthy rich, but if you don't have a relationship with Jesus Christ, it does not matter. What matters most is, do you have a relationship with Jesus Christ? And kids, I pray that you will think about this and you will ask questions. What does it mean to be a Christian? How can I get saved? I would love to talk with you about that. We have several kids coming up, hopefully in the next few weeks, as we're going to be able to gather back together. We're going to see some kids get baptized. We'll see. Hopefully they'll sign up. They were going to before this quarantine started. And I would love to talk to you. I would love to see you guys place your faith in Jesus Christ and be baptized. I would love to talk to you about that and what that means. Talk to your parents. Ask them about it. The most important decision you can ever make is to live your life for the Lord. So, before we go, here's our bottom line. And it's this. When you focus on stuff, you miss out on what matters most. You miss out on what matters most. So think about it today. Will you place your faith and trust in Jesus Christ? Or are you going to allow the more monster to distract you and to keep you from focusing on loving the Lord with all your heart, with all your soul, and all your mind?
Well, I got the replicator turned off, but not before it filled the room with marshmallows. And not before I went crazy and yelled at my sister. Isn't it weird how we can let stuff become more important than people? I bet you've done it too. Have you ever fought with your brother or sister over who gets to pick the show on TV or play on the computer? Have you ever gotten angry at a friend who accidentally broke one of your toys or got a stain on one of your shirts? Have you ever refused to share something because, like me, you thought, it's mine, all mine? If you've done any of those things, you're putting your stuff before people. And that's not so great because, and you know this, people are always more important than stuff. That's why Jesus told the parable of the rich man who built the big barn. You can have more stuff than you have room for, but if you don't have anyone to share it with, what good is it? The one thing to remember today is this. When you focus on stuff, you can miss what matters. Jesus said, life is not made up of how much a person has. So let's change our focus from your stuff to what matters, like your relationship with God, and focus on sharing His love with others. Speaking of, I need to apologize to my sister and tell her she can have all the marshmallows she wants. Or maybe I can just replicate some carrots. They're healthier. Probably better if I tune the replicator up a bit first. No person needs 10,000 carrots.
Thank you so much for watching 252 Kids online today. 252 Kids is designed for parents and kids to watch this together. And then afterwards, I've sent out an email. There's even a link below in this video to click where you guys can have a discussion, talk about contentment and how you can live it out at home. And basically, we believe in 252 Kids in our children's ministry that what you do at home is more important than what you do at church. And so I pray that y'all will talk about this. Kids, in this email that I sent out to your parents is your God Time card. Have them print that out. Spend a few minutes with God just every single day. Just a few minutes. And I pray that you'll continue to learn about contentment a little bit every single day. Parents, if you'll do something for me, I want you to go to the Church Center app, go to the check-ins, click on 252 Kids online, and record the attendance. Let us know that you watched this. I hope this is helpful, and I hope you guys are enjoying these videos and taking advantage of this time that we have at home in quarantine to grow closer to the Lord and grow closer to each other as a family. We look forward to seeing you soon, and God bless you. Have a great day.
TV screens and magazines always try to sell me things, from bicycles to shiny rings. And they say, hey, check out this brand new fad. It's something that you gotta have, that kinda make me wanna laugh. Cause contentment isn't found in possessions. I think they've got the wrong impression. I try to focus my attention on the fact that I'm blessed and everything I've got is all I need. I'm taking steps back to see things differently. Everything I've got is all I need, need, is all I need. Hey, I must admit that sometimes I want what my friends have. It's easy to do that. I try to keep myself from losing sight of where my joy comes from. Cause contentment isn't found in possessions. I think they've got the wrong impression. I try to focus my attention on the fact that I'm blessed and everything I've got is all I need. I'm taking steps back to see things differently. Everything I've got is all I need, need, is all I need. Everything I've got is all I need. I'm taking steps back to see things differently. Everything I've got is all I need, is all I need.
Video games and nice clothes. It's easy to let your mind go down the wrong path, wanting what other people have, always wanting more things when old things get boring. But life isn't measured by the things you own or the things you don't. I'ma be good with what I got. I promise you that I am not. One was his, one was hers. Yo, I'm blessed and that's for sure. Fancy things are cool, I guess, but you don't watch out, you just might miss that there's more to life than the eye can see. Look inside, you got all you need.
Everything I've got is all I need. I'm taking steps back to see things differently. Everything I've got is all I need, is all I need. Everything I've got is all I need. I'm taking steps back to see things differently. Everything I've got is all I need, is all I need.
It might seem crazy what I'm about to say,
because I'm happy. Clap along if you feel like a room without a roof. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you feel like happiness is the truth. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you know what happiness is to you. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you feel like that's what you want to do. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you feel like a room without a roof. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you feel like happiness is the truth. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you know what happiness is to you. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you feel like that's what you want to do. Bring me down, can't none bring me down. The love is too high. Bring me down, can't none bring me down. I said, because